Hey guys, so I am here for another update, and this is my week 7 update. Right now I am 8 weeks and 1 day. I just could not get myself to film yesterday, so I got one today. But let's get started. I try to make these as short as possible, but that's kind of my goal here. But okay, so in week 7, I am extremely out of breath, or I was extremely out of breath. Anytime I would turn over in bed at night, anytime I would change positions, anything, I just get out of breath instantly. And it makes you feel like you've just like jumped up a flight of stairs, you know, just like completely out of breath, cannot catch your breath. And it just is terrible. It makes you feel like you're severely overweight, and it's just terrible. But I guess that's okay. Another thing that kind of goes along with that is still the congestion that I've been having. I still have nasal congestion and then just like a throat, like a frog in my throat all the time. So I think that kind of works along with the out of breath feeling. Just I don't feel like I can get enough air ever. And it especially gets bad at night. When I lay down, my nose gets really, really stuffy. And so that makes it a little bit difficult as well. What's interesting is that I may have a stuffy nose, but my sense of smell has gotten a lot stronger. So, like, Tyler will be upstairs, my husband will be upstairs in the bathroom, and he'll spray his cologne, and I can smell it from downstairs, and I don't like it, and I feel terrible. I haven't said anything yet, but I don't know. I just know that it's like, I can't take much more of it, you know, so I'm probably just gonna have to go out and get in more colognes. That's something that I can handle because, oh my goodness. The same thing goes for my own perfume actually though too. I have always loved Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. Like that's been my favorite smell in the whole entire world. And now I just can't do it. So I can't use that. I have to use things that are real citrusy or real, and that's pretty citrusy, but kind of like fresher and lighter and not as in your face, I guess. So luckily I do have a couple of scents that I've used previously that aren't as offensive. But that one, it's just like, I can't even look at it. I also have had to pee every time I stand up. So like, I'll be totally comfortable and fine on the couch, and I'll go to stand up and it'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I had to pee so much. And that happens basically every time. So that's been exciting. And also something that happens every time I stand up or bend over or cough or sneeze or breathe the wrong way or lift up my son or go up the stairs is lower belly pain. And I'm sure that it's round ligament pain. It just feels like it. And it's just like down low along the edges. And some days it's not as bad. Like today it wasn't as bad. But some days you move the wrong way or you like go to reach for something and it takes your breath away. It is just, oh, I can't even describe it. I mean, you definitely realize that things are going on in there and like, oh, it's just a lot. So, and the only thing you can really do about that is just sit down and relax for a moment. Keep drinking a ton of water. Just kind of do the things that you would normally do if you had like period cramps, you know? I mean, it's not the same thing, but you just kind of have to make yourself sit down and just breathe and relax for a moment to get it to go away. So, like I said, it hasn't gotten so bad with my previous pregnancy. It was super bad. For a very long time too. It kind of lasted basically until he was born. I had those. So, it's just, I guess, a different kind of thing. Once the baby gets big enough, then it has to do with the baby moving and then you get cramps. Whereas right now, it's just everything is stretching and getting bigger. So that's basically that. Okay, also fatigue. Major fatigue. And that's been basically all of the weeks that I've talked about. I'll sit down and just want to fall asleep. And sometimes I will fall asleep. Sometimes you just can't control it and you just fall asleep. And that's not good. But I just feel like as soon as I can only plan on doing one big thing a day. And a big thing might be laundry. Like, I could plan to do, you know, clean the kitchen and clean upstairs and clean the bathroom and do laundry, stuff that I would normally do throughout the day and it was no big deal. But then I'll get through the first 2 things and be like, okay, those other things are gonna have to wait until tomorrow. I cannot do any more today. And it makes it difficult when you have to work later on, especially since I work at night. I wanna get things done throughout the day, but then 7 o'clock rolls around and I'm going to work and I am exhausted and I get off of work at 5:30 in the morning and I can't be exhausted at 7 p.m. when I have to work 10-hour shifts, you know? So that makes it a little difficult. Along with that also is that I have lost my taste for coffee and tea, so I'm really not getting caffeine anyway. I don't like drinking sodas. I have given in a couple of days and just had one soda before I've gone to work, just to kind of, you know, get myself able to go over that hump and go through the whole shift. But as a general rule, I try not to drink soda, but I don't know of anything else. I mean, I eat tons of protein before I go to work just to give myself that energy that way, but it doesn't really seem to cover it. So I'm still trying to figure out what to do there. I have been bloating like crazy. The bloat seems to get worse at night. Like right now, I've probably doubled, my stomach has doubled in size from this morning. So that makes it interesting. I'm actually having to wear maternity pants when I'm at home, just because there is so much bloat. And it's terrible because, I mean, it's really not anywhere else. I haven't really noticed anything in my face yet, or my hands or anything like that, but it's definitely in my lower section. And if I wear normal jeans or normal pants, they just cut off. Oh, and you know how it just makes your stomach upset when you just have tight pants? So yeah, I've broken out the maternity pants. If I'm not in those, I'm in yoga pants or, you know, something like that. That having been said though, I haven't gained any weight. So that's exciting. It's all water apparently. I don't know, but I'm excited about that. Heartburn. I have had just persistent heartburn, and I never get it when I'm not pregnant, but the moment I become pregnant, it's like, oh, it gives me an excuse to have heartburn. So yeah, it doesn't matter what I eat either. Like I could drink milk and have yogurt and it would just like, oh, it's just terrible. Acne has come back a little bit. I'm having a lot of greasiness and weirdness, and then just the acne craziness. But it's kind of easier to cover up. It's not in patches everywhere, it's just one or two, but they last forever. And then cravings and aversions. Other than the coffee and tea thing, I haven't had major aversions. I had broccoli the other day, and that wasn't really all that fun. But for the most part, they're just cravings. And so I'm craving cereal and milk. I'll have that at least twice a day, like for a snack and then for breakfast or something. That French bread pizza where it has the French baguette bread and then the pizza on top. Oh, yeah, I could eat that every day. Orange juice has been a big one. We ran out and that was devastating, so we are having to get more orange juice because I will drink orange juice like it's nobody's business, like it's my job. And then I feel terrible after, like my stomach gets upset afterwards, but I still crave it. It's weird. And then Chick-fil-A, and then you know what? I gave up fast food for Lent, and I didn't even think about it. I didn't think about the fact that, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm going to be having these cravings. But I guess no matter what I gave up, I would still have that craving unless it wasn't edible. But yeah, so that's how that is. It was just, yeah, now all I want is Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, and it's just terrible. So let's go into week 7. Baby was as big as a blueberry, so 0.51 inches. It says she's generating about 100 new brain cells each minute. Not only is her brain becoming more complex, but her heart is too. And also important, she's developing a permanent set of kidneys, and her arm and leg joints are now forming. She's doubled in size since last week. I still haven't gone to the doctor yet. I don't go until next week, next Wednesday. So that'll be fun. It'll be the 4th, so I'll let you guys know what happens then. Hopefully we'll have an ultrasound or something fun. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, anything, just let me know. We haven't told, at this point, by the time you see this, everybody will have known. But we haven't told anybody yet when I'm filming this. And so we're trying to kind of figure out how to do that. I mean, our close friends know, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know, it's just hard to kind of figure out what to say and who to say it to and all that fun stuff. So anyway, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out, but we're going on a trip to Disney next week, so we're probably going to be doing it there. So that's where you're going to be seeing the first video that we're showing you guys. If you haven't seen it, I'll link that in the description below. That'll be our big announcement video. And then it'll be kind of weird because once we put the announcement video up, all of these week's updates will be up there as well, so you'll have some videos to catch up on. And then after that, it'll be once a week that I post a new update. So, and I will try to do it on the day that my week switches over, which right now is Wednesday. It may not stay that way. It may be a different day altogether, but I'll let you guys know when that is, and you can be looking for it. So, I'm going to end with a belly shot. Sorry these past few belly shots have been so weird. I really haven't had a very good setup as far as like a table to put you guys on or a background or anything, and I'm trying something new again today, so you guys are probably so tired of seeing me in all these different places, but hopefully I can figure out a spot that works. So far this one works pretty well. It's kind of bare back here, but at least you can see all of me, and like I can move around and you can see my hands, and I like that. So we may stick with this setup because it's pretty easy to set up too, which is nice. And then I may just add something back here so that it's a little more visually appealing and you're not just staring at me the whole time. So, alright, I hope you guys are having a good day. I will see you next week. Bye.